Decision intelligence has a very interesting history. Many of us do not know about this hidden story behind the tools we use every day. The modern history of decision intelligence started with Leonid Kandrovich, a Soviet mathematician who in the 1930s developed methods to make better decisions when resources were limited. He created ways to find the best solutions when facing multiple constraints like time, money, and materials. Here, let me tell you an interesting story from the early days of decision intelligence that changed the world. Just like the way we look at dashboards today, there was a time when people in Berlin looked at their sky and had to make critical decisions. It is known as the Berlin Airlift. In 1948, Berlin was cut off from the world when the Soviets blocked all roads and railways. Over 2.5 million Berlin residents, along with the thousands of American, British, and French military personnel and civilian staff, were stranded in the city. With food and supplies rapidly dwindling, Western leaders had a nearly impossible decision to make. At this point, no one wanted another major war, having just finished the Second World War, not to mention that there was now a risk of atomic weapons being used. So instead of using military force, they chose a different approach to supply the entire city by air, that is, using mathematics instead of force. But how do you feed a city when your planes have limited capacity, fuel is scarce, and you only have 3 small airports? This is where George Dancing came in. He had created a practical way to solve complex problems by breaking them down into manageable parts. Remarkably, Dancing and his team performed all these complex calculations by hand without modern computers. His method helped answer critical questions. What supplies should each plane carry? Which flight paths use the least fuel? How do we schedule landings to maximize delivery? How do we keep operations running 24/7? The results speak for themselves. They went from delivering just 80 tons daily to over 4,500 tons by January 1949. At peak times, planes were landing every 30 seconds, all because of better decision making. Today's businesses face similar challenges: managing complex supply chains, allocating limited resources, balancing competing priorities, making decisions with incomplete information. The Berlin Airlift shows us that even seemingly impossible business challenges can be solved with the right decision-making tools. By clearly defining what you need, what you have, and what you want to achieve, better solutions emerge, even under pressure. At Author AI, we bring these proven decision-making principles to your business. When you are facing tough choices with multiple constraints, our fast business intelligence solutions help you find the best path forward.